Hi Dollar Divas, welcome back to my channel. So today's gonna start a new series. It'll be a few different videos where I show you my Dollar Tree makeup collections. So today I'm focusing on all my blushes that I've found at the Dollar Tree. And so this will be a series of a few videos, of course. And so yeah, I thought this would be fun. It's been a while. And of course, if you're a returning Dollar Diva, thank you so much for coming on back to my channel for another video. And if you are new, my name is Jessica and I love to do a lot of dollar store and Dollar Tree oriented makeup and shopping content. So if that is your thing, you're definitely in the right place. Been at this for quite a while, so if you've been looking for a channel like mine, definitely go down to the description box and I've got a bunch of content down there that you can binge watch, lots of playlists that are just different videos like this. So definitely go check that out when you're done, and I do hope you'll become part of our Dollar Diva family here on YouTube. So anyways, yeah, I've got quite a few blushes that I've collected over the years from Dollar Tree that I currently have in my collection. Some of them are like things you can always find at Dollar Tree, and then some of them are just from different collections that Ioni or LA Colors has come out with, and then some are kind of were special finds at one point, brand name things that I found that were just kind of just really crazy finds, you know. Of course, I'll be swatching all of these blushes, so you'll get to see what all of them look like. So anyways, I'm excited to share these with you. So without any further chit chat, let's just go ahead and get into today's video. So first, I'm gonna start with just something you can find easily at the Dollar Tree. And I have been told, I think yesterday, Dollar Diva told me that they've come out with like 3 more shades, I think, of these. Anyways, I'm gonna be on the lookout. As I sit here filming this, I have a new Dollar Tree that opens up apparently tomorrow. So I'm super excited to have that. Anyways, I digress. So I'm gonna start with these right here. I think I have all the shades that they've had. They're just the LA Colors single blushes. And these, like, don't sleep on these. If this is all you find at your Dollar Tree, these are really, really, really good. And they've got like a little something for everybody. This is just kind of what all the different shades look like. I know this is like kind of like a little bit of a mess, but they've got pinks, they've got something really light, they've got more like a plum. This one here really reminds me of like the NARS Super Orgasm that they used to have with the glitter in it. It's kind of a peach tone. And of course you have your pop of pink right here. This one here, I really can't wear it, but I purchased it, so I have it. This is in pink blush. It's just a very light shade. So if you have super, super like porcelain skin, that one there might be good for you. And of course you have a berry, you know, the one with the glitter in it. It's called Peach Rose. This one here is probably my overall. There's one here that I actually don't even have, and I don't know why. I might have it in work. There's one called Toasted, I believe. And it's kind of like a peachy kind of shade, like a spice type of shade, you know. So here are the swatches of these. This one here, that is the Sweet Cheeks. That is Peach Rose. This is Spice, probably my favorite out of all of them. This is Berry Plum, and this is Pink Blush. So as you can see, super pretty, something for everybody with these blushes. Like I said, I think there's one called Toasted that I think I have it in my emergency makeup bag at work. And then I'm gonna be on the lookout for some other ones that I think they may have come out with. So yeah, anyways, on to the next set. So these are now my blushes from Ioni, my powdered blushes. So I've got a few right here. Now they do tend to, you know, from just different collections, they do tend to recycle some of their shades into like another collection. So I try not to repurchase. Like I try to be really mindful of what I have so I don't just repurchase it, like the same shade, you know. So these are all the blushes just kind of in their pans that I have. And so this one here is very reminiscent of like the new NARS, Orgasm X, I feel. I think I even did like a short where I swatched them. Then this is like a really bright shade of like pink, but it's got, the camera doesn't really show it as much as in person. It's got some coral like undertones. This one here is just kind of like a good, like a, kind of like a sun-kissed shade. Then of course you get your bright pop of pink. This one here is kind of another dupe for the new Orgasm X blush, which I do own. And so now let's swatch. I'll have that short down below where I swatched, I think these two. It might have been another one. I can't really remember. Anyways, and I compared it, showed you with the Orgasm X. And yeah, the result is shocking. So here are the swatches. Aren't these stunning? This is Pink Gold. The next one in is Peach Blush. This one here in the middle is called Stellar Pink. This one here is called Glam Peach. One here on the end is called Baby Rose. So just nice, beautiful shades. So now we're gonna go into my different LA Colors blushes that came out with different collections over the last few years. So here's two blushes that came out when LA Colors did the Nude Glam collection. And I probably bought both that they had. They probably only had two. And they're just really nice, very wearable shades of blush. One's a little bit more pink, one's a little bit more coral or peach, I guess you could say. This one here is Sultry, and this one is Peachy Keen. Just really, really nice shades of blush. And I tend to wear a lot of pink blush, but really I should be wearing more of like the coral, peachy shades. But those are from the Nude Glam. This one here was from the Beauty Through the Decades line that they had a few years ago. This is in the shade Groovy, and this is the only one I have from that collection. This has a little bit of shimmer in it, and it's kind of like a soft pink. Then more recently, we've got the Just Vibin' blushes, and I think I bought the only two that they had in this collection. One, of course, is like a very pop-in pink, and the other one is very much like a peach shade. So this one here is the shade XOXO, and this one here is in Text Me. And then again, most recently, I've got the ones that are from the three blushes they had in the Tropical Bloom collection. Two of these I've used on my channel, one I have not tried yet on my channel. So these are the two that I have used in past Testing New Dollar Tree Makeup videos. And this one here is the one that I purchased but have not tried yet. So this is the shade Gazing, that's the one I have not tried yet. And then this one here is in Sun Up. And this one here is in a Bloom. Very, very, very pretty. And I love like the white packaging and the plants on, like, and the little flower things on them. Just super tropical and so fun. Then I have three blushes from the Be Pure Essentially Ageless line. One I have not tried yet, and then two I have used on my channel. So the two that I have, you have seen before on my channel in videos, have been these two here. And then this is the one that I have yet to try. This is a little bit more of a pink shade, kind of a bright pop of pink. These blushes are really, really, really nice. So of course we're gonna swatch them. And so sometimes these products don't put the name on the actual packaging itself, so I don't know the names of these, like the shade names. But this is the shade here that I have not yet tried. It's the bright pop of pink. This one here, these are the two newest ones that they came out with. This one's here is kind of like that bright peachy coral. And then this one here is an older find. I probably found this one like last year or the year before sometime. It's a little bit more subdued kind of a peach shade. Then the blush that I am wearing today is actually from the Be Color, same brand as Be Pure, but sometimes they label things as Be Color. This is the Cherry Blush and Highlighter in one. Of course, it's got this little cherry on the top of it. And it is a blush and a highlighter. As you can see, the effect on my skin has a nice color, and then it has a nice wash of shimmer. Nothing super glittery, so it's nothing to be like afraid of. And so this is how it swatches, but the swatch can't do it justice. Obviously, that's not what it looks like on my skin. And then with a brush, you brush that away and the cherry comes back. So I have every reason to believe that that goes all the way down. But yeah, really, there's a swatch can't do what it actually looks like on my skin. So like I said, you can look at the swatch and get scared, or you can see how pretty the color payoff is. Very, very easy to control. Not too shimmery, not too much pigment in the blush, just a really nice wash of both things, and very finely milled and velvety. Really, really nice little blush. So that's kind of one of the more recent additions to my collection. Then I don't know if you guys remember these. These are from, I have some highlighters from them too, and I think they had some eyeshadows. These are the LA Colors Blush Rush. They're like, I think they were called like the blush pots or something like that, but they were the Blush Rush, and they came in these little tin packages right here. And they're kind of an interesting product. I don't use them very much. So they come in like, they have like these 3 shades in them. This is Fresh Glow, and this is Just a Hint. So of course, you know, you like, for this one here, like you have the 3 individual shades, or you can swirl them together and get like one shade. This is a little bit more like a, kind of looks more bronzy to me. There's those 3 shades in the other one there. Probably a very similar effect to like this right here. You get some shimmer, get a couple different tones of pinks in there. So it's been a while since I've used either one of these, but they are in my collection. So before I move on to cream and liquid blush products, I want to show you some just kind of crazy finds. I have a few here that I found, and they're brand name and, you know, one-time find type of things. But wanted to share them with you nonetheless because I did get them at Dollar Tree. So first is this fantastic plastic pink. It's a Color Icon blush by Wet n Wild. I actually found pearlescent pink and one that was like, it was like peachy keen. I did use them up. I think one of them broke on me. I think peachy keen, or one of them did, but I did have two other shades that I found at Dollar Tree. Peachy keen was so pretty, and of course pearlescent pink has been around forever, but this is what this shade here looks like, just a really nice pop of bubblegum pink. Pearlescent pink was one of those shades too that used to be like a NARS Orgasm dupe when NARS Orgasm was like all the rage. And that was kind of when I was coming up in makeup, like when I was first discovering like other types of makeup years ago. That was just like the OG, you know. Then this one here is beautiful. I actually bought two of these when I found it, and I put one in a giveaway. This is the Wet n Wild Color Icon Baked Blush. This is in Dare to Soar. And I've used this quite a bit. You can still see there's like a little hummingbird on there. This is the most unusual shade. It's like a fuchsia. It's shimmery. And it's not as scary as it looks. It really gives a beautiful wash of color. This is a gorgeous, gorgeous shade, and I was just very lucky to find it. Then I found this Hard Candy Fox in a box. This is in Girl Next Door. It smells like strawberries or something like that. It's a marbleized baked blush. I have a bronzer as well. And it's shimmery, but it's got a really pretty effect. I have used this a little bit. I don't use it very much, but I have used it a little bit. So this brand here, I've found a few different products over the years from them. This is the Femme Couture Color Made Easy Bronzer and Blush. Let's see. This is in the shade Pink Glow. And of course, you know, you have all your individual colors. I don't tend to reach for it very much, but those are the shades in there. And I feel like they're kind of meant to be swirled around and, you know, used all in one. So that's kind of what it looks like if you swirl them together, which is the way to go, I feel. Then kind of the last kind of crazy find is this e.l.f. This is in the shade Shy. And so it's this blush, but what I tend to use this for, every now and again I like to, like on top of my blush, I like a kind of a pink highlighter. Like if my blush is not like a shimmery, like I don't mind like a shimmery blush. I think it adds a nice glow. But I kind of use this as more of like a highlighter over my blush. Just, this is really, really kind of intense, but when you just use a brush, it just adds kind of very similar to what I have on now by Be Color. So I do have one more powder, but it's one that you can't really find these anymore. But it used to be something that was very readily available at the Dollar Tree. This is the Color Mates Blush in Marvelous. I used to have the one in Sunkissed, but I used it all up. But I still have this. I never really reach for it anymore. The Sunkissed one, the shade was absolutely gorgeous, but these are actually really, really decent blushes. I wish they still sold them at Dollar Tree. I would love Sunkissed again, but this is a beautiful shade right here. So yeah, I really miss that brand. So now on to creams and liquids. So I'm going to start with my LA Colors Cream Gel Blushes. So I found several years ago, like in a collection, and I bought a whole bunch of them. I think I bought just about every shade they have. I've got pinks and apricots, and so I bought, I think, all they had a few years ago. These came in some spring collection. And then recently they had another collection, and I just bought one shade because I knew I had a whole bunch at home, and this is kind of a shade that I didn't feel like I have. And I recently have used this in some videos. So let me go ahead and swatch them. Sometimes I buy shades like this one right here. This is the shade Admirable, and it's really not a shade of blush I can wear, to be honest. So kind of since then I kind of realized like what is a little bit, makes more sense for me to buy for myself, you know. Ooh, there's another shade in here that, ugh. So here are the shades. Some of them are not cute. This one right here, could maybe wear that. I don't know. This is the shade Admirable. This one here is Tainted Love. This peachy shade here is called Perfectly Pinched. And this shade here is not cute. Yes, I have shaken it up. It is not a bronzer. It is called Mesmerizing, and there is nothing mesmerizing about it. This shade here is Hypnotized. Then the last one is Rose Garden. That is the most recent purchase, and probably one of my favorites I like the Perfectly Pinched and Hypnotized, and even the Tainted Love, but a couple of those may just need to go out of my collection. That is why I no longer buy every shade anymore. Then one that came out a while back too. This is the LA Colors Blush Stick. This is in the shade Flushed. I don't know if you remember these. I have a highlighter as well. I don't remember if they had another shade when I purchased this, if I just bought one shade or if it was the only one they had. I cannot remember. But it's a really pretty shade of pink. So there it is. So keeping on with the stick blushes, something that I recently tried is one from Ioni. This is the Blush Cream Stick in Cinnamon Rose. They also had a pink one, I believe, but I just picked this one because the shade was a little bit unique. And so yeah, this was in a very recent testing new Dollar Tree makeup. I had a bunch of Ioni products. This was beautiful. So there is the shade. It's kind of just, it's got some kind of red undertones. Just from my skin tone, kind of like what would be like maybe a natural flush for me. So I do have a couple stick blushes from the Dollar Tree. And then something you see at the Dollar Tree all the time, this is the only shade that I know that they have. It's the only shade I've ever seen, but it is the LA, and they've changed the packaging over the years. It's the LA Colors Lipstick, Blush, and Eyeshadow all in one. This is in the shade, I think it's like Pink Satin. It's legit like the only shade that they have. And like I said, they've changed the packaging many times, but it ends up always being the same shade. So you can use this on your eyes, your cheeks, your lips. It's a little bit shimmery, and it's just this kind of, you know, fuchsia pink shade. And I think when I did, it's been a long time since I've used this, but I think when I did, I liked it, I believe. It's not something I reach for, but I do remember liking it. And it has like a very, has like an old school makeup smell, kind of perfumey. It's kind of nostalgic. Then I've got the Be Pure Clean Beauty Lip Color and Cream Blush Duos. This is another case of the writing not being on the packaging. And I wrote it on the back, and I cannot remember. It's kind of rubbed off, so I don't really know what the shade names are. But these are, you know, of course, more recent. And these are the only two shades I think that they have. Here they are. So you've got one here that's a little bit more subdued, and this one here that's a little bit brighter. So really, really nice colors. Then 4 more products, 2 are by LA Colors and 2 are by Ioni. So of course these products, when LA Colors came out with them, their liquid shadows, their bronzers, their highlighters, fabulous line of products. This is from the LA Colors line with the purple caps. These are the 2 cheeky blushes, and I think these are the only 2 shades. Can't really remember, they may have had one more, but I think I got both that they had. One's a little bit more pink, one's a little bit more cinnamon. Got Love Trap and Allure. So there you go, just both really, really nice shades. So last but certainly not least are a more recent Ioni find as well. This was an exciting time when they finally came out with some liquid blushes. This is where technique certainly came in for me. Not so much with this one here. And again, these don't have the shade names on the packaging. This one here I did fine with. This one here is really, really, really pigmented. So the technique of putting some on your hand and then using like a stippling brush or like a blender and then putting on your face, that's where that really applies. A lot of these cream products and liquid products really do well with that technique. And the packaging is super cute. Like, you just can't beat it, you know? So there are those shades. See how pigmented? I really like blotted them in, so that's why it takes a very, very light hand with these products. Super pigmented. So if you enjoyed this video, show me you did by hitting the like button. Like I said, this is going to be a series. Next, I will do bronzers and then highlighters, eyeshadows, so on and so forth until I am done showing you my Dollar Tree makeup collection. So definitely, if you enjoyed this video, hit the like button. So yeah, those are all the blushes I have accumulated, except for ones that I've used up or passed on. But these are the ones I currently have in my makeup collection. It's quite a bit. And so anyways, I do hope you enjoyed this. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you next time.